Hey hey Algebra 1 kids. Welcome to Week 6 Wednesday in Algebra 1 Semester 1 with Dr. Callahan. Let's go ahead and go over our homework and also the assessment that you guys had from Week 6 Tuesday. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. All right, so this was your homework from the online piece. And I asked you guys to go ahead and work this on a separate piece of paper. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. First question says, what is the value of f of -3 for each of the functions? So what you're going to do is that whenever you see a value of x, you're going to replace that with a -3. So my first one is a -3, which is a -4 times -3 minus 9. That gives me a 12 minus 9, which is going to be just a 3. Similarly, with number 2, f of -3 is going to be a -1/3 times -3 plus 13. So if we look at this, -1 times -3 is going to be a positive 3/3. And a positive 3 divided by 3 is just going to be a 1. Plus 13 is going to give you a 14. All right, number 3, f of -3 is equal to -2 times -3 minus 11. That gives you a positive 6 minus 11, which is going to be a -5. All right, let's go ahead and proceed on with number 4. Here it says graph each linear function. Now remember, to graph a line, you need to start off with the y-intercept, which is -6, and then your slope, which is a 3/1. So I'm going to start off with -6 right here. Go up 1, 2, 3/1, go up 1, 2, 3/1, go up 1, 2, 3/1, connect those dots, and that is your line. Do the same thing with number 5, but guess what? With number 5, you will have to go ahead and distribute the -2. So you have y equals -2x minus 8. You are going to start off at -8. Your slope is always in front of the x, and that is going to go down to 1, 2/1. I'm running out of space. I can also go up 1, 2 over to the left 1, 1, 2 over to the left 1, up 2 over to the left 1. And you want to go over to the left because it is a negative slope. All right, number 6, start off at 5. Your slope is a 1/2, so you're going to go up 1/2, up 1/2. If we run out of space, go down 1 over to the left 2, down 1 over to the left 2. Connect your dots. Number 7, it says use the data in the table to write a linear function using the function notation. Okay, so with this one, you have 3 points. Let's do number 8. I'm going to pick these 2 points right here. First thing I need to do is I need to go ahead and find the slope. So my slope is going to be 17 minus -10 over 4 minus -5. So that's a plus and a plus. Double negative makes it a positive. So 27 over 9 is going to give me a 3. That is my slope. Then from finding the slope, you will need to find y equals mx plus b. Now, I'm going to pick a point. I'm just going to use 4 and 17 because they're positive numbers. So 17 equals m, which is 3 that I just found, x, which is a 4, plus b. So 17 equals 12 plus b. Well, you got to get the b by itself, so opposite of a positive 12 is a minus 12. 17 minus 12 is going to give me a 5. Now that I have the slope in the y-intercept, my equation is y equals 3x plus b. And that is my equation for number 8. All right, you can go ahead and give number 9 and number 7 a try. And here are your answers. For your homework, if it allows me to get there. Okay, there we go. All right, Next, you guys had a quiz. So let's go ahead and go over the quiz very quickly. For number 1, it says find the value of f of -2. So here in this equation, whenever you see an x, you're going to go and replace it with a -2. So that gives me a -8 plus 10, which is a +2. And that's your answer. Next, if you take a look at number 2, it says write a linear function rule for the data on the table. And once again, you want to pick 2 points. I'm going to pick this point and this point just randomly. Start off with your slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's label this x1, y1, x2, y2. So I will have -1 minus 3 over 2 minus 0, which is a -4 divided by 2, and that's a -2 for your slope. So automatically, take a look over here. Can't be A because it's a +2, can't be C because that's a +2. So it's either going to be a B or a D, but I have to find my y-intercept to find that out. So next I'm going to do y equals mx plus b. Pick a point. I'm going to go ahead and use the very first point because it's easier that way. My y is 3. My m is a -2 that I just found. And my x is 0 plus b. Well, 2 times 0 gives me a 0, so b equals 3. Well, can't be D because that is a -6, so my answer has to be B as in boy. Number 3, when I'm graphing this, my slope-intercept is a -4, so put a dot there. My slope is a 3 over 1 because that number is right in front of the x. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 up over 1, 1, 2, 3 up over 1, and ta-da, there is my line. All right, you guys, as always, you can find more practice skills on the Google Doc that I have for this class. And then if you need other videos on this topic, such as linear functions, and for Algebra 1 specifically, here is a tiny URL that you can go ahead and type into your phone or your device, and you have a multitude of different videos that you guys can use for this class. As always, stay safe and healthy. I will see you guys next time. Take care.